The new AARTO demerit system going to soon be rolled out, but there's concerns, and there have been for a while, from civil society and organisations and also motorists. Well, let's get a sense of where we are on the timeline. I'm joined by Deputy Transport Minister Lisa Mangcu, making time for me this morning. Deputy Minister, good morning. What is our timeline on this actually coming into play? The date for rollout is what I'm asking. Good morning.
Good morning, Gareth, and to your viewers. Thank you for the opportunity. We are looking at the beginning of February 2024 for the date of rollout, to put it very simply.
So that is when it's all going to be kicking in by then. What do drivers and motorists need to know ahead of the beginning of February next year? What does the public need to understand from your point of view?
The first thing that the public needs to understand is that the system that is being brought here is not a malicious system or a piece of legislation. It's a piece of legislation that if you are a law-abiding citizen, it should not even cross your mind or even affect you, because it is intended to incentivize you as a good road user. Whereas those who are habitual offenders should be dealt with. So it is making roads safer, and for two categories. If you are a law-abiding citizen, honestly, it won't even affect you, might not even know. But if you are a habitual offender, the Act seeks to begin to bring home the consequences of not being a law-abiding citizen. Demerit point system, when it's being implemented, it means then you might lose your license, or it might be suspended, and you will be subjected to being rehabilitated for you to be a driver. So from a driver point of view, there shouldn't be much you are worried about if you are a law-abiding citizen. But if you are a repeat offender, as I say, there is a lot to be worried about. And it's time to change behaviours.
Help me understand, as I start saying goodbye to you, Deputy Minister, the AA and AARTO both been very big critics of this. I'm sure you're well aware of it, as am I, saying that this is not going to improve road safety and certainly won't reduce road carnage. It's not going to get people to slow down on our roads. Help me understand the criticism that was levelled against you and your department.
Well, what is unfortunate, Gareth, is that while many people would say, or let me not say many, these two organizations you've just made an example of are saying what they are saying, I've not heard what is their counter proposal, what should be done. Because I think both of them, we all share the concern that something needs to be done drastically. Now, the AARTO Act is not something that we woke up one day and thought it's a good idea. It's something that was well researched, that was benchmarked in many countries that are doing well above what we are doing as it relates to road safety. And we can say with no fear of contradiction, this is one of the things they've done, and it has produced results. Is it the only thing you need to bring down carnage on the roads? Certainly not. There are many aspects. The qualifications of traffic officers or the quality of our law enforcers is one aspect. It's being addressed. The condition of our roads is being addressed. Road safety education and awareness, it's being addressed. So it's not a say that once you bring in AARTO, all of a sudden all the problems disappear. We understand that, but we believe it is something, an intervention that is really necessary to bring in some change.
Well, I appreciate your time for the moment then, Deputy Transport Minister Lisa Mangcu speaking to us. So, beginning February 2024, AARTO looks like that's the timeline when it's going to come into play. You would have heard me mention the Automobile Association. Of course, Leighton Beard been very critical of this. We've had him on air a number of times, and AARTO's Wayne Duvenage as well. So, the Deputy Minister saying that he's trying to get a sense of what their actual understanding is and why they don't think it's going to work. Well, of course, I'm not sure if the two of them are watching, those two organisations. If they are, what we'll do is we'll get either both of them on, or at least the AA or AARTO, perhaps on tomorrow's edition of the South African Morning as well. What do you make of AARTO? Do you think it's going to make any difference whatsoever? Maybe